Hello, everyone. This is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com. Welcome to another Paper Pumpkin Kit alternative. So, as you guys know, things happen in my life without me planning. Um, I was organizing a little bit my desk here. This is all Patty Bennett's fault because I managed to watch a little bit of her video today, and it had to do with organizing. I'm like, oh, I want to organize a little bit, right? So I started touching things, but guess what? My iPad, which is like what's in front of me, came off. Came off, I mean, fell off. And I sure am hoping that we're going to have good internet because I always test that beforehand. But because of that, like, I don't know if it's the iPad is in the right place. Okay, hello everyone. Let me see. I have Adrian, Rochelle, Kiwi, Elizabeth, Hilda, Tara. How are you guys? Thank you for being here. So, oh, how cool, Rochelle. I'm glad you got some snow. I like snow. In spite of the craziness, I do like snow. Hi, Miss Judy. How are you? We had We have not had snow today. It was kind of coldish, but it was, I mean, it's winter. What can you expect? Expecting something different would be like weird. So, the first thing, guys, is please let me know if everything is functioning okay. When you have a minute. Hi, Miss Susie. Hi, Miss Suze. Hi, Carrie. When you have a minute, guys, please let me know if for now the internet is working well, because yeah, it kind of, I sort of got like, I was, and then the whole iPad came and it was like, uh-oh. So I sure hope that we don't have problems. I'm going to keep sort of monitoring here, but that takes a little bit of my time. So if you know that my curls are not curly today, it's because I cut my hair. So yeah, I cut a lot. Well, it's not a lot and it's not very noticeable, but for whatever reason, whenever I go to the to cut my hair, they just like brush it and brush it and brush it, and I never ever brush my hair. So it's just like, I don't know why, and so like my curls are like they're not very happy. Okay, thank you, Sus. I appreciate that. Okay, thank you, Kiwi, too. Okay, so just let me know. You guys know really. You're in your car, Tara. Why are you in your car? Okay, let us know. Um, let's see what else. What else I have, guys? That like completely threw me off. I am not kidding, guys. So the new Paper Pumpkin Kit. So let me rephrase this. February's Paper Pumpkin Kit came in yesterday, of all days, right? Like, I'm always like wishing for it and hoping for it, and then, um, right, Kiwi? And then it never comes on time, and then it came in yesterday. It is super cute. We're going to do a quick unboxing, but the card we're going to be working today on will be from the January's Paper Pump Kit, because I still have some stuff on that, and you'll see the other kit. If I start using it today, I will probably not have enough DSP to work through the whole month of February. Yeah, I know. Hey, Anita, how are you? I know, Adrian. I was like, what happened? Like, I couldn't believe my eyes, because I have always complained, right, that I am right next to them here, Colorado, Utah, and then I always get them like the 20th, right? And it's like, why it takes so long? And anyway, so we'll do a quick unboxing. It's adorably cute, guys. It's really, really cute. And then we'll move into the card, okay? Let's bring it on. So the first thing that you'll notice is that I have to actually move to the crafting table, guys. Because why not? There we go. And the beautiful glare. Okay, so the first thing that you guys will notice is that it has a very, very beautiful box, and I am definitely saving these boxes for me. This is called Sweet Springtime, and it's really, really beautiful. I think the main colors are our new, what's it called? Lemon lime twist, pale pink, and browns. So we'll go ahead and have some fun showing this to you. So same as always, it has the beautiful instructions. So it brings 3 different types of things, and you'll get 9 in total. So I have 3 card bases, regular card bases, then 3 smaller cards in a completely different card base, in a completely different measurements. What I'm trying to say that I don't know, and then 3 really cute boxes. The loop ear bunny. I don't know what that is. Huh? Hey Anne, how are you? Oh, hi. How are you? Okay, so these are mine, the ones we'd be having today. Let me show you. So we have the beautiful set, and this is what the stamps would look like, which is very useful. It has, welcome baby and springtime greetings and a little happy Easter, and the bunny, a little chick, and some lilies to color. I really like the idea of coloring this. We may not be able to do that since I stick to what's in the kit, but I really like it. It's a really cute bunny, and that's what you mean, the loop, the loop. Yeah, I got you, Kiwi. Now I got you. Yes, I did. Okay, it brings, same as always, some sort of. Okay, let me bring this out. Let's see, these are regular dimensionals, and they go back into my storage unit there. It brings some white matte dots. Very, very cute. Yes, the stamps are cute, Adrian. I agree. And some of those glue dots that I also have a huge collection of. You guys know that I collect them all. I always try to show the cuteness first. So it brings, like, let's see how many. It's 3 of these, so 3 wreaths. 3 wreaths that will go in, the actual smaller size cards. I don't know really what size are those, but I really like these wreaths. And then these in itself will be a kind of frame. I like that too, Carrie. And let me show you up close. It will go here like on the other card base. So this is, so you got here the frame, the actual wreath, and some extra decorations. Then we have, let's bring this up here, we have 3 of these as well. So let me put those out there that have the bunny and the chick, which are super, super cute. It has these kind of ribbony looking thingy. And these kind of tag for the other card, and some beautiful daffodils. Daffodils? Yes, I think those are daffodils. Okay. So I really like it. I have to say, I like the coloring on these. And if you're like wondering how to color something, although the shape is different, not the shape, the position of the bunny is different in here. I think that it will really work well to give you some guidance if you're wanting to color more realistically. So this is the, let's see, it goes like this. This is the box. It comes like a little treat box. I am super excited about, I have not even tried to put it together, but I'm really excited about this one. And I'll tell you why, guys, because I have exactly 3 nieces and nephews that live close to me. So this will work wonderfully for them. And that's one of the reasons why I'm like a little concerned about what I'm going to keep using to build all this alternatives all through, it's almost like 5 weeks. So we'll see how that rock and rolls, right? But very cute. Again, it goes like this. I am super excited about this. Yes, and actually Tara already did her video, guys, if you want to go and check it out. And this is what I was telling you. So these are the odd size. Let me see, what size are these? Seems to me that what, like, seems like it's 3 1/4 by 6 1/4 kind of card. So they're smaller, and that's what I was saying. So that's the first thing. So these are not our regular card bases. Oh, okay. Medium square card. Suze, are you talking about these? These are little box treats. If you're talking about these are box treats. If you're talking about these, we said these are like 3 1/4 by 6 1/4. So this is what I mean a little bit about, quote unquote, the lack of DSP, right? Small, slimline, yes, Carrie, because I will not have like a regular size, so I will have less paper to work with. And logically, the envelopes, which are super cute, yes, Adrian, are also small. So again, less DSP. I know that, it's fun, but that's true. That's how I feel about it. It's just less paper I have to work with. So I may have to actually order an extra an extra kit. Well, not the kit, but an extra, I forgot the name of it, an extra one, just because I won't have enough to really do a whole lot of depending on the alternatives, I guess. And this is the last, very beautiful, the envelope, I love it. And this is the card base. And again, going back to like the coloring of it, very, very cute. It's very well done, and it's a really great way to guide you, right? And finally, it brings some extra tear and tape, which you guys know I save all of it. And these color of a twine, which is not a regular color. You see the difference? Oops, no, you can't see. Let me put this like here. Sorry, guys. So this is the color that we usually get, and I would think this is more crumb cake, and this would be, I don't know what color, kind of Sahara sand, even if we don't get it, just like a different color. But this is definitely crumb cake. So very, very cute. These stamp, the ink pad is Early Espresso. And okay, so that is it. I was actually thinking of doing like kind of a double whammy and trying to make 2 cards, and then I started counting the weeks between now and when I will most likely receive the other one, and I'm like, no, I can't do it because I'm just going to get stuck without paper, without products to use to make the alternative. So all that said, not announcement, but I am not working with black today. So no matter how much I try, and I really like black and white and the combinations, I feel sometimes that the black takes away the softness of the paper, right? And of course, it's super cool if you're using if it matches better. There's been sometimes when the options are, you know, I guess when the black option really makes stuff stand out. But I like these, the January paper pumpkin kit is just so soft to me, and I just like it up so much. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you guys. I just think that I'm not going to use it today. So just because I'm going to come here and bring a piece of white, because I can totally make another card later. We are going to need a piece that measures 5.5. So I'm going to go ahead and cut here at 5.5 on the 8.5 side. Okay. And so 5.5 by 10.5. And we're just doing a fun pop-up card. One of those I really like. and this is very simple. We're going to score at 4.25. So let me remove that. 4.25, 1 inch, 5.25. Another inch, 6.25, and here's the 6.25 is right there on that brown area. And that's it. Okay, so let's remove this here for a minute, and we're going to score these in a score. We're going to fold these. Let me see, Bali. I always mix them up. So let me check on my, yeah, I was right. So Bali, let's bring our bone folder. And then we're going to do mountain. And finally Bali. And so we're going to build up on this and just really work on what I think is going to end up looking cute. So this is the kind of bundle we're going to be working on today. It's going to look like this. It's going to open, and we're going to have something popping up from here. Okay. This will end up measuring 4.25 by 5.5. And if you don't put as many things as I do, hey Crystal, welcome. Then it will totally go or fit well in an envelope and in the mail, and it won't be as expensive. I already had one done, which is the same thing, right? So fine. I have 2 bases now. Now I am going to start putting the layers, and I want to put all the bigger layers. All those measurements, same as always, guys, will be included down below. And let me bring, I have everything like carefully put together. So I told you I'm not working with black, which means I'm going to have just 1 layer this today, except for the front that we're going to get here working in a minute. So this is actually one of the pieces from, not pieces, one of the backs of the envelopes. I did some soft ink blending with one of my daubers, just to get it, I don't know, to get some definition in the paper. I think that against white, I feel it needs a little something to make it stronger, right? Now we're going to bring another piece of white, and let me bring, I have another piece, and we're going to make one that measures, let's see, I want to make it smaller, but not terribly smaller. So I'm going to go here. Let's do 5. So 5 by 3 3/4. That's what I'm looking at. So let me see if I like this. So see, because what I really want for this is to be a little bit smaller, so I can still see some of that beautiful paper, or DSP, and in the background. We can even make this a tiny bit smaller, but I'm going to leave it there for now, and see if that fits. We're going to be using this one. I just want to know. Yeah, I think the more we can take is probably another eighth, and so I think it's going to stay like that. So again, that was 5 by 3 and 7/8. I'm going to bring one of my, I should have had one out. I thought I had one of my old grid papers. You guys know that I always have one, or save the ones I have been using, because I can use them for blending when I'm using my blending brushes, and I don't need to throw them away. You gotta save, guys. You gotta save. The more you save with these little things, the more other products you can get. So I'm gonna bring my big stamping pad, right? This is the one that we got with the kit. It was gorgeous grape. I'm just bringing my big one because it doesn't make sense for me to actually open that ink stamping spot. And you guys know I always do this. If I did not have that huge reflection I have, I could totally take off the grid paper that I'm using here and use just on the glass mat, but that's not what I have, so that's fine. And I'm going to go in circles all along the card. So just kind of like that. Nothing fancy. Kind of replicating a little bit this in a much lighter tone, right? And that's all. Because all I want is just for, I know this is a little bit done, but all I want is for kind of, let me bring a little bit more extra here, guys, on the sides. So the white in here and these white are not like against each other. And I know that's kind of funny, and I'm funny that way, but I really struggle with that. So I am going to color this a little bit. 3 3/4 by 5. Tara's asking about those measurements. Okay, I'm gonna put this away because we all know I will get dirty. So let's go ahead, remove this out of the way, and we're gonna add these in here. But because it's so much lighter, guys, you see how it doesn't really clash with the background, with the background paper. I really like the result of that. So let's bring some blue. I was thinking today, guys, how I miss my, whoops, that was a lot of glue, my Stampin' Seal Plus. I have to say, I do miss it. I was thinking about it today. It's like, it's so easy to work with, right? Except when it goes bad, but technically speaking, it's easy to work with. So nothing I can do about it. I do miss it every so often. And we're just going to add these to our card base, okay? Okay. And that way, this is not in our way when we don't have to struggle adding layers later on. You guys know I don't like to add layers when there's too many things going on in the inside, because it just makes it so difficult. And because I'm having that conversation, yes, we are going to add the layers here as well, and we're going to keep the same quote-unquote theme, right? These are, I think this is the last card base I had on this color, and this is the last envelope I had, and they all have had the edges kind of inked with the Dover. So much simpler card, guys. Lacking layers, but I just wanted to try it, and I honestly have to tell you that in spite of how much I like the other alternatives we've done, they feel, I don't know, the black feels a little bit off its element. I don't know if that makes sense, guys. But it's kind of what I was telling you. Remember when we were doing the Christmas alternatives, and I kept telling you guys, it's just not, like, it doesn't work well for whatever reason, in my brain anyways. So I have a question for you guys. I was not thinking of putting any decoration here, mainly because I don't have a whole lot of extras. I have some maybe something extra we can do with this, but I don't think I have enough to make both of them. So my thought is, shall we use this or is it too much? I think it's not. It's not conducive. Will these even work? No, these are not going to work. I just don't have it. This is, hey Renee, how are you? This is all I have left over. And some of these card bases because I rarely used these, which I'm super surprised because I really like this, but I didn't use them. So I am seeing here an extra of these. So maybe we can actually do this, right? Like, what do you guys think? Should we cut these? We're going to cut anyways. So should we cut it and include these two pieces in here? I'm thinking I'm liking them. We're not going to see a whole lot of them. And this is why initially I was not so sure. And it's because this is going to be on top. But I think we need to do it. So this is 1 inch. We need 3/4, not 3/4, 7/8. Sorry. So I'm going to cut 7/8 in here. There we go. That was not very straight. So I have 7/8, and I'm going to bring the other one and use this as well and cut those 7/8. Okay. So, and these, both of them will need to be, coming guys, 5 3/8. So I'm actually going to cut the other side. Yeah, 5 3/8. So I'm going to cut those there. Okay, we made it, guys. Oh, yes, Renee. I know. I absolutely love that paper pumpkin kit. I guess this is how I'm going to say it. Since I started being a demonstrator, it has been a really good experience with the paper pumpkin kit. Just in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that they are most of the time really, really cute. And I'm very pleased with that. It makes my, making all these videos and so forth very, very easy. And for those of us that actually want to sell it to people, super easy. I was talking to one of the ladies that get, that receive the paper or it's subscribed to Paper Pumpkin Kit with me, and she was just saying the same, that she's really, really pleased with that. So there's one thing I forgot, and we're going to try to do it. Maybe we'll see how it ends. Okay, so this is the well, whatever. This is the card pretty much, and now we're going to work on the 2 pop-up pieces, which I have already done, guys. Because I was really thinking about doing the 2 cards for real. I know. I was like, I don't know. It's a little bit more wishful thinking. But I decided not to, just for the lack of DSP we have. So this piece is actually 4 inches by, let me see here. Sorry. 4 inches by 5.5. Okay. And it's scored at, and I can totally write these in a piece of paper, maybe, so you guys can see it nicely. It will be included down below, guys, but it's 4 by 4.5, and it's scored at 1/2 inch, then 1, and then 4. And those are just our flaps to attach this. So we're going to fold belly, right? And these are going to go attached in here, kind of like that. Okay? So this is how it's going to go, give or take. And it's going to end up looking, and it's going to be end up measuring 3 by 4, which is one of those like really good general measurements, I'm going to say. But before I'm adding any of this in here, I am going to decorate these 2 pieces, and you're going to need 2 pieces of them, okay? Let me know if I'm going too quick, if, you know, just let me know how we're doing here. I have one of these already marked. I think I'm going to use that one. And these I'm not going to use. Okay. Sorry, guys. Putting my stuff together. So from the last stuff I have, like literally this is the last pieces. I have one of the card bases. These 2 belong to the same card base. This is the last card base I have, guys, for these. And this one is 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. Right, and then we're going to put some decorations in here, but I am going to move these out initially, and we're going to bring our decorations, if I can find them. Oh, yes, good news, I found them. Okay, so I did cut 2 extra pieces. These were 2 3/4 by 2, and these are going to go on top of here, just like a little detail. Even before we move forward, I am going to bring this one that says just a little something for you. These 2, okay, these 2 were 4, here it is, Tara, 4 by 4.5, and they're scored at a half, 1, and 4. But you will have that down below in a little bit, Tara. And let me bring a block. Okay, I'm trying to put this as straight as possible, guys. I really am not good at this, but we're going to bring that one that just said just a little something for you. I'm going to ink it, and I'm going to Miss Judy. I am going to stamp on the white piece. This white piece is just 1/8 smaller from the one I told you. So this will be 2 5/8 by 1 7/8, okay? And I'm just going to center this as best as I can without putting my big head on top of you and all that good stuff. Which I'm growing here, guys, so I can actually sort of see. And hopefully this is not too cricket, and it was not. That's pretty decent. Okay, let me put this back in here, and I'm going to adhere this to one of our little layers. And I was down to the scraps, guys, because these, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is part of the envelopes, and it actually, I still can see here I try to cut it as best as I could, but you can still see that it's got, this is where the glue is at, so that happened. But I still have a few of those polka dot ones, which I really like. I don't know why I didn't use them enough. I just think that the whole combination I like better with just the purples. But I will do this with the rest of the kit. I will totally put it or include it in the bag where I have the perennial lavender stuff, like the paper, and put it all together. And I think that is something that you can totally work with later on with your perennial lavender suite, right? And this one is going to go in here, and I'm just centering that as best as I can. And that's our first one, making sure that's kind of straight. I'm seeing it straight, but it looks straight. And now we're going to bring the next one. And in this next one, I am, if I find that, I'm still trying to decide. I think I'm going to leave these without anything for 2 reasons. One, best case scenario, this is where you can write your note. for your card, right? If you want to do that, or we can, if we have some leftover of the lavenders, we can probably put one here, and it will look really cute too. Okay, so let's go ahead and add these, and again, just like we did with the other, the middle, center as best as we can. That one is not super centered, but there we go. Okay, so we got these, and now we're going to add them to these two pieces. So very, very important is this piece is the one that's going to go against the little mountain here. A little mountain, I don't know how to call it, but against this area. So I'm going to keep it like this so I don't mix and match, and then I am having the same problem I had with the other box, remember, that we did, which, by the way, I wanted to show you because now it's done. So I'll show it to you here in a little bit. So I'm going to keep it this way so I don't get confused of how this goes, right? Because everything here has a pattern. The paper has a pattern. These needs to be going the same way. And so I am just making sure I don't make a mistake. Okay, so there we go. So we added the first one, and now we're going to bring the second one. Yeah, I actually think, guys, that I am going to need to buy an extra refill of the February paper pumpkin kit, guys, because I don't think I'll have enough to make a lot of like I won't have enough to have a lot of alternatives without using other paper. And since I try to use only what's here, it's going to be complicated. Okay, so this one is going to go there, and this one's going to go there. Very, very simple, right? So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to bring, look at that, a new tear and tape from Paper Pumpkin Kit. I'm going to bring this one. And I know you guys know I love my tear and tape. And I'm actually going to bring the other piece, and I'm going to put it around here. So on the edge flap, right? So on these two edges. And I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to keep them in place because I don't want to get lost and confused. Because we all know it's happened. And so we don't want that happening. At least not fairly often. I know we all learn, and it's good that we all learn, but every so often I gotta look like I know what I'm doing, right? So I'm gonna put this one out there for a minute because I don't want to get in trouble. I'm gonna close my glue so it doesn't get all dry. And this is simple in the sense that we're going to, same as we have done all this time when we do pop-ups or anything. Yes, Carrie. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're liking it. We are not putting this all the way in the score line. We're putting it a tiny bit off the score line, right? I always say about 16th of an inch, but who's counting, right? But just enough that it won't be on the way of our of the movement of the card. So I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a little, here's the score line, and there's a little gap there. In that gap, and I'm just going to go ahead and close this. That is super simple, right? And now, boom, it's added there. It's adhered there. And the other piece that you're going to need is for these to be added there. So to be adhered to the card base. So I am going to remove this way, not with my pen. So that does not work very well. Okay. So where does this need to go? Right there. Like if you fold it there, it's where it needs to go. I don't know if let me see how I say it. So if I keep this in here and close this, that's it. That's all you need. And it'll be perfect right there. So we have our little pop-up here. And now we're going to do the same with the next one. Same one, we are going to start with the inside area. So with this one. Now here, I really want to make sure so that these are more or less on the same distance from from the edge, right? I can't see them very well, but I'm going to use that not that camera, but what I am seeing here. And it looks like it's fairly aligned, right? I'm going to, just like I did before, guys, I'm just removing this a tiny bit from that score line and making sure it's straight. It looks straight, guys. And we're going to glue. Ta-da! Well, not glue, adhere. And more or less the same. Go back, we fold. I'm going to like, now we can tell it kind of was not perfectly straight, but that's fine, I hope. I think it's going to be fine. We fold and we are going to remove this and bring this back. Very, very simple, right? And there you go. And that's your little card. So later on, when we have more, when I have a better idea of how the front is going to look like, we can try to figure out if we decorate this a little bit different. Now let's focus on the front for a second. Okay, you guys remember what we cut last on the last card? We have this little piece left over, and what we're going to do is we are going to build up on this a little bit. So let's see how we make it match. There it is. It matches. Okay. So we're going to bring. So this is again one of those leftovers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a couple of pieces here to get the, really what I'm looking for is the that foiled area, right? And or frame, and then kind of go and we'll build on top of this. So inside, we're going to layer these underneath this, and this is going to be in here, but underneath this layer. So at some point I was like, oh, I wish I could just like do this, right? But obviously, why would they make it easier? They didn't make it easier. So what I'm going to do, guys, so it's easier for me, is, yeah, you guys are seeing, I'm aligning my piece here towards this edge, and I don't know if you guys can see. Can you see well? Okay, so here's the edge, right? Like where it gets diagonal. So I'm aligning my piece in there. So I have to think less about this. I'm gonna bring my pencil and I'm gonna make, if I don't move it, it will be much better. And I'm gonna make marks, right? This is just so I can cut it at once. Maybe I can do this. There. So one mark there and one mark there. Very simple. I'm going to bring I threw my piece all the way to the trimmer. But I'm actually bringing my trimmer here. And we're just going to cut in here, right? So I'm going to align that little mark I did towards the edge. And we're going to go and cut them through. And I don't know if you guys can see, I actually missed like a tiny, tiny piece. So that means I'm going to make this a tinier bigger because I can cut extra, but I cannot glue it back, right? So I'm just gonna cut it there. Again, I'm lining these here and I'm cutting those two pieces. And that's where I am trying to solve my lack of, how would you call it, precision from the previous cut. Okay. So what I have in mind is something along these lines. And I still, yep. So bringing, you see, like bringing this up here and glue it, and then gluing that one. So let's bring our glue. And again, sorry, but it is not the same measurement. It's not a square is what I'm trying to say. And so I'm making sure that I'm not going to mess this up. Whoops. Let's see. Maybe one day. There we go. Jeez, did you guys see that? Okay, so I'm aligning these. It actually, like that extra, it was pretty good. That was a good guess, Maria. Okay, so we are putting that on top, and now we're going to put this one on the bottom. And this one's going to go in the bottom because this is a little bit smaller, guys. And it was smaller on all of them, so I couldn't really fix that. But this way, you know, I think it's going to be a little less noticeable. Okay, so now we're going to bring this in here. I'm going to let that dry, actually, as best as, you know, I should. But in the meantime, I'm going to bring the Lost Lagoon pieces we have for the kit. So we had some in Garden Green and some in Lost Lagoon, and I really like the Lost Lagoon ones. So my thought is we're going to bring this in here. Are you seeing? Sorry, guys. Let me bring this back all the way here. Right? We're going to have this that is going to go well with that. I can see a smidge in here. It's like just tiny, tiny bit bigger. And so I'm going to cut this, and I think the others are fine. And of course, I didn't cut it straight, guys, because that would have been some sort of miracle. And nope, there's many other places where there's miracles. This is not one of them. Okay, so we have our little, like, we're just framing these. And my thought is we're going to bring some of these in here, just like looking out, coming out from this. And yes, we're going to cut this because they're too long, right? So I'm going to cut this one. There we go. So we can actually do something like this. Let me bring the others. And I'm actually going to cut this in here. And so again, this one will go underneath. And we'll have the other one underneath. So this is more or less my idea. We are going to need, I'm looking for it, guys. We're going to need dimensionals for this because I want these popped up. And that will make it easier to also put this inside. So I am bringing this that is just leftovers, guys. You know how I work with my dimensionals. I try to get everything as much as possible popped and use everything here. I'm going to bring the actual dimensionals right in the top because that way, again, I can tuck stuff inside. But this is the bottom. Okay, so now I can come this back in here. Let's see. Well, that did not stick. There we go. And we're going to bring this, align this as best as we can. I'm not pushing because I want to have some time, some leeway to make sure that this is aligned. This is not totally aligned. So moving, moving, moving. That's disastrous, guys. Okay. Nothing's happened yet. Nothing bad has happened. So it's all good, guys. All good. So back in here, aligning the foiled frame. And that probably did a better job. Ha! Is that even straight? Guys, why did you tell me it's not straight? Okay. I think that's straighter. Yes. And now we're going to bring our flowers, not flowers, our leaves in here. And I have to say, I really, really like the Lost Lagoon leaves a little better than the regular ones, than the Garden Green ones. At least with these, with the purples. The Garden Green kind of really go well with the other one. But I think that with this one, it just feels like the Lost Lagoon is the color to go. And that's what where we are going to put them. So I'm just going to add some glue and bring them back. Put one there in the corner. And these can totally go out a little bit if you want. I think I want them out of the frame we just created. One inside, kind of like that. And the last one, we're going to bring inside right there. I'm actually going to put it like that since we have, you know, a leaf that is not doing very well. And then, I don't know if you guys remember, we have like leftovers from leftovers from leftovers, right? So I'm just going to bring one of these and put it there. Again, the leftover of the leftover. And I'm going to bring another one. I still have like a few of them, so I still can splurge on this. I'm bring this one's going to be a little bigger, and like there. Yeah, like that. And yes, I still have a love, so I'm going to bring my love here. And I still have one of these super small pieces. Let me remove that out of the way. So I'm going to bring one, and we're going to put this with love again. I know. Where's my little block? Okay. I always tried because, I don't know, just force of habit. This is a really, really tiny thing. I'm going to make sure, okay, going back up so I can see a little bit better, guys. This is less straight. I just need to make it fit in there. Ah, that's decent enough. Decent enough. I take it. And we're going to bring some of those smaller dimensionals, right? And I have one here because I was definitely using my stuff today. And I'll take those. And before I put this, I'm going to bring my love and I'm going to glue it. And so this is going to go like that. And I think I want this one like right there. What you guys think? I think I want it like on top of the L. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. It just feels like I want it to be like really meaningful. So I think I want it there. What you guys think? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, guys. I can still wait for that because we don't need, but I'm going to add this, and this is going to come in here. So very simple front. This is going to go just centered as best as we can, guys. Remember that if you have some doubts, then push it up, then it will look better than down. And let me know, guys. Should we just put it on top in here, like towards the side, but leaving that foiling there? I think I like it there. Okay. So very simple outside, but very, very cute. And then we open and we have some leftovers in here. So we can totally, and I'm going to try to like mimic this kind of like if I were, you know, we were really cut that way. Perfect. Thank you. And then I can just bring one in here towards this. I'm going to put this as straight as possible. We all know. Just here. Yes, I saw that, Adrian. We may be able to get that off. Because I thought about putting these in here. What you guys think? So do we want these up here like that or here like that? Okay, removing this. Thankfully, the smaller dimensionals are easier to remove. Now, here's the thing, guys. And that was like fairly straight, and I almost had a heart attack, guys, because I'm so bad with these things. Cutting. I'm really bad with cutting. Okay, so we can put this one in here and just leave it like that, right? It's just super simple. Guys, I thank you. I'm glad you like it, Adrian. Again, like I don't have a whole lot left. This is what my leftovers. I have some green, so we could try to put like some green underneath, but I just don't feel that it needs, like if it were bigger, like if a bigger card, I could probably do that, but I just don't want to, and I don't want to make it too busy. I just like how simple it is. And I think I want this friend here. Where is it? There it goes. There's my glue. Okay, guys. And I bring this like that. Or, yeah, like that. I want it. I like things Cricut all the time, guys, for whatever reason. And that's it. Wasn't that simple? So I really wanted to do one with the other kit. But I was concerned it was not going to be okay. So what do you guys think? Are we missing black, or without black it looks okay? We have a lot of... Thank you. I'm so glad you like it. We have some left, some greenery, and some lavenders still. So that's good. That's good. It could also do well. Actually, we can probably do that if we want it, right? Using this, so it like underneath in there. So we actually can close it. That's probably a good idea. And that's a great idea. I have to say, guys, I know I told some of you on Tuesday, but I have to say that for real, the other ribbon did not work well. So that was a little bit disappointing, I have to say, for me anyways. I was really like looking forward to that, and that just did not work well. It would not stick to it. Okay, so white, no black. Okay, so you guys were feeling me. Good. So let's see how we roll here. See if we get lucky. If we're able to get this through, then we'll have something to tie it with. Yeah, I always feel, of course you guys know that, there's nothing new, that it needs another layer, but again, I just feel that it's not, okay, this is not really conducive to anything, guys. So thankfully these are just our regular dimensionals, not like the big one, and that'll do. And so we have like this big thingy here. If you wanted to do that, you can tie it. I would rather have like a piece of ribbon because it feels disorganized like this. But that's a possibility, or just use one thread. Of course, that's another possibility. I just thought about this, so really I have not given it too much thought to this. But I like the fact that that you're able to kind of tie it down. The truth is, while it goes in envelope is going to lay flat. No biggie, right? And then when the person gets it, it's going to be, you know, kind of like that. I don't love it, but that's fine. That's a possibility, guys. I did not plan for it, so I'm going to remove it because I'm not sure I want it. And that's it, guys. We're done. Let me show you the last one that I end up doing later. So this is how I ended up looking. And it just opens. I told you guys about my mistake. That's fine. And this is the last one. Yep. I ended up finishing. I forgot I had this, and I know these are not like the berry bursts, but I really like them. I really like the colors. Like they match because they're kind of bright pinkish. And so, okay. Very simple. Dimensions and measurements and all that good stuff will be in the description below in a little bit. Do we have any questions, guys? No questions? Seems like we are going through pretty quickly. Even if it was this simple, it still took me an hour, guys. I'm like a really slow something. This will about look nice like that, but I didn't think of adding it either. So there's that. Thank you, Carrie. Maybe like that. That would look too cute, but I didn't think of it. So there it goes. My twine. I always forget the existence of twine. And so there's that. I am so glad you like it, Carrie. I think it's super colorful, and I definitely like how colorful that card looks, but it's still nice, right? Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Adrian. I appreciate that. Yes, don't forget, give it a thumbs up, guys. Helps me a whole lot here in YouTube. I'm putting my extras here, and then we'll add these to our see, all my little pieces. I'm putting them together. Oh, thank you, Judy. I know that shadow box, it was a good idea. I'm so glad you guys like it. There we go. All my little pieces go in there so I can put them all together with the paper. I just feel that all together makes sense. Yes, this was a good idea. I think it's a really nice gift. That's what it is, right? A little gift that you can give somebody and make their day, right? Oh, and by the way, if you just don't want to do something like that, you can fill this with little chocolates, with what's the name of that thing, with candy, with whatever. You can use these as just a box, right? And seal it, and then you can totally do that. That just occurred to me, guys. I didn't think of it. It just occurred to me that you can totally make this a carrier of a gift, and not just a shadow box. But okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming here on not Saturday, on a Friday night. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Friday. I may or may not be live on Sunday. I told you guys one of my daughter's birthday is on Sunday, and so the celebration is on Sunday, and so I am not sure if I'm going to have enough time to get the live. I may record something tomorrow and just make it a little bit easier that way. I know you guys love to talk to the hands. Let me come up here. But yeah, bottom line. Right, Miss Judy, was that, I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I was not thinking, but there we go. Okay, good. So yeah, I may not, or maybe live. I'm not totally sure of how that's going to go. And most likely what's going to happen is, if I had time tomorrow, I will make a simple stamping Sunday video. And if not, you may have to wait. We may have to wait a little bit because, yeah, it just gets busy. But I told you guys already that my Februaries go busy. And so It's just more complicated. Okay, guys. Well, thank you again so much for being here. I really appreciate all your support, all this time that you spend with me and have fun here with me and make my life so much better because you guys are talking with me here. I hope again you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And if you have Monday off, hey, yay, a long weekend. I have it off. It's a new thing, but I have it off, and I'm very excited about that. And if I don't see you Sunday, I'll see you Tuesday. Okay. Many, many blessings to you all. And yeah. Oh, please don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I'm getting there. I will eventually remember this timely. But don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye. Good. Okay, so this is done.